My name is Neil Boozer. I'm the head coach at Orange Theory Fitness. I also am an assistant coach at Dutch Fork High School for football, and I am also the head track coach at Dutch Fork High School. A typical day for me would be to wake up at a very early morning. I typically wake up right around 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning if I'm the one that's opening the studio, which is more times than not. Then once that kind of happens, I kind of get the studio set up for the day, make sure everything's in place. Then we kind of run the first, 3 classes of the day, and then I'll be around handle some admin work. There are 2 other coaches that are also underneath me, so I kind of oversee them, kind of make sure that the studio, runs throughout and that everything goes smoothly. I'm coaching those other coaches up, so that way, if they have aspirations to move on, whether it is in fitness or anything else, that they kind of had some other type of training that they can kind of take with them. So, when it comes to that, there's a lot of workouts that we do that's constantly changing. So we're constantly having to study our workouts, and each day, since they are so different, we have to basically put on a new show every single day. So it's pretty taxing, and then we also have to be able to participate in these different exercises as well. So basically, we can be in it, like the members are in it, because that way, the better you understand it, it is better, to coach it. And then when it comes to the coaching side of things, when it comes to Dutch Fork, that just varies. Football season is a lot different than track season, but with it being so competitive in both those sports at Dutch Fork, it takes a lot. But I mean, there's just the culture that's been created there for us. It kind of goes hand in hand really with me even being at Orange Theory, because I incorporate that over there, and then vice versa. When it comes to education, when it comes into fitness, it just depends. Like, I graduated college with a degree in econ and marketing. Could probably be someplace on Wall Street right now, or could have been, but that's kind of not the route I took. One of the biggest things for me, I wanted to be able to help people, and kind of see the gratification of the work they put in, and you having to understand that you were also a part of that, and that comes from the fitness side and the coaching athletic side of things. Education-wise, obviously, you can go to college and get a degree in, physical science or kinesiology and stuff along those natures, exercise science, and you can get one in coaching management now or PE. For me, I went a completely different route. Like I said, my degree's in business, but there are so many different forms of certification that you can get when it comes to being a trainer. You can be self-taught, you can go to workshops and achieve those certifications. And there are CEUs, continued education units that you can kind of maintain that certification, or you kind of can get a second level certification for each one. So it just depends. There's so many you can find, online that can really kind of catapult your career when it comes to that. But one of the biggest skills you kind of want to truly have is being able to understand, fitness, or understanding people. You have to be able to be a people person and be outgoing. So when you're able to do that, then everything else kind of falls into place, really. Best and worst part of the job, I would say, let's start with the worst part first. At times, probably the early mornings. At times, that can really be, pretty taxing. Some other things that might be kind of negative about the fitness side of things could be that certain people you might deal with. Everybody responds differently at times, and it can add frustration to you when you know that you're putting so much effort and energy towards their success, but on the other side, they're not putting in as much. And the same thing goes when it comes to the coaching. Like, you're putting so much in, and investing so much into that athlete to be successful in their sport, but they don't kind of respond back to it at times. The best part is, like I said before, is being able to see the gratification of the success, whether it be a client or an athlete, and just knowing that you'll be able to have a big part of that, and just kind of seeing them take that and prosper as they move forward. And they can then carry that on to their family when it comes to fitness. Then if you're an athlete, you can carry that on to your next step in life, whether you're going to be a collegiate athlete, or or if you're going to be like just a normal student, once you leave high school, and then there's some that might even make it to that next level when you're a professional athlete. So just understanding that when you see the success that those individuals have is like the biggest thing. That means more than me than anything. The biggest advice I would give to anybody that's interested in getting into like the fitness or the coaching field would be to be involved in it. Like start now. Like join a studio. Work out constantly. Better understand your body, how your body works, and then change it up. Constantly. There are so many different ways of fitness that you can participate in, and if you're able to do that. Then you understand your body a lot more. I mean, I was in CrossFit, I've done one-on-one training, I was an athlete forever. And so I've done the athletic side of training things before, and now being in group classes is completely different. So with the different, avenues and aspects when it comes to fitness, when you're able to participate in all that, it makes you a better trainer. And then also when it comes to coaching, just like if you played the sport or participated in the sport, like you obviously know how to deal with like different personalities. It's in the same time it comes back to when you're actually in the fitness realm as well. But the biggest thing I would say, really just like kind of focus on it, trying to get involved in it now, and that way if it's something that you aspire about moving forward, you kind of have that experience.